Okay, start of a new week. Low tide. Flies are out, unfortunately. But I've only got a short trip here today, so I'm gonna do some quick scavenging. Whoops, I thought that was my phone. Scooper. Little old soap dish. We had some rain recently, so I'm hoping the rain hit hard when it was low tide, because then again, I get a great wash. Let's see. Well, I'm in a tight spot here, and I definitely see some erosion going on. And an interesting piece of wood. Got a few pieces, the broken tip, that are coming out. This one looks like it has a little bit of embossing on it. I'm thinking it might be just a Tylenol Advil bottle. Close Bayer. Take that home with me for the hell of it. I might be able to get that one out. Looks like I'm actually getting away with maybe doing a little digging today. Can you see the bottom of that little square bottle right there? Poking out. Not sure what it is, but I'm gonna guess she's been in there a while. I don't think I gotta dig too much. Any embossing on you? No, I don't feel any. You're about 1930s, 1940s. But it's still a screw top. Can you see where those little pebbles are coming up and the ground is disturbed? So crabs are helping me out. They're doing some digging, pushing things around a little bit. And I'm actually just enjoying looking and seeing what they kick up. Little pieces of pottery, little square pegs. It's interesting. What the heck is this thing? I don't know what that is. Let's see how much they can help me out. Maybe kicking up a gold coin. I'll even take a marble. Pottery. What do you got in there? A warning camel. This product can cause gum disease and tooth loss. It's not for me. Alright, I just picked up a little button. I'll take that. In my little collection. A piece of pottery might have some roses or flowers on it. This little raised portion. Junk. Junkety junk. Try and put them up here for a second. See if this is coming out. No, some kind of lid. There's an interesting little handle that crab kicked out for me. It's got some history to it. I always search these pilings. It's not the greatest signal in the world, but I always like to find some keys. This one looks like it's a little bit on the older side. It might have a little writing on it, made in USA, 1006, by a boat key. Well, starting off today with a little deposit up on this tiny island here. This must have got washed down. I think it's a Maggi bottle, maybe. I'm really sure how old these are. I have a bunch of them already. An interesting little bottle. Cool little shape. Not super uncommon, but just to start off the day, I'll bag this one, literally. Here's a fun little example of what the crabs are doing for me. So if I get a big enough crab that builds a hole like that, he's pushing all this junk up. He digs it in there, pushes it out. A piece of copper, kind of cap. This bottle probably was sitting here. I don't think he kicked that up. But I look at these all the time because the poison bottles are shaped this way. And I pull the one poison bottle out of here. I'm always looking for some more copper. Copper's really expensive right now. Here's a nice little surprise for a slow day. Finally came up to the surface. Doesn't look in terrible shape. I'm gonna guess that's a wheat penny. And I'm gonna take that back. I don't know what that is. To me, it looks like a little medallion, even better. Well, there's no wheat penny. All right, that's a little chain medallion. I'm gonna guess off the top of my head it might be religious. Give it a quick cleaning in here. Now, see what my glasses on that help me see distance. They don't work for up close, but there's definitely some kind of character on there. And it's going in the bag, a special bag, before I drop it back in the water. There it is. Well, this is one of the most random flicks of something I saw sitting up top. In fact, this little piece drew my eye to it because although I knew it was just part of a light bulb, I always check those pieces because they look like buttons too. Before I grabbed it, I flicked this little piece that was sitting here. Now I'm looking at everything, of course, right? Back of you. In the back. And look what flips out, sitting right there. That right now looks like an old, intact skeleton key, which I'm gonna clean off for a second, in a second. I like something there, something here. Okay, let's give this thing a quick wash. That might be a close second or a first place find of the day. Look at you. Excellent. Next to that little medallion I just found. Great, great find. That'll go in my collection, which you're going to see in about 5 seconds. And sometimes it's really hard for me to tell if I just picked up a ring or not. It's starting to look more like a brass piece that broke off. But I'll bring it home no matter what. Well, some days I'm just meant to find things, and today seems to be one of those days. I just decided to do some random digging where the water flows through here. And I know what this is. I'm just hoping it doesn't, well, it's got a little chip on the lip there. It's not perfect, but that's an Asbury Park Press Coca-Cola hobble skirt. It's gonna be green. There'll be a date on it. Almost perfect besides that little chip. I'm gonna clean it off real fast. The chip is a little disappointing only because I do have a lot of these. And when you start to pick up a collection, you get a little bit susceptible to throw out the ones that aren't absolutely perfect just because of storage. Although this one was a nice little surprise and a great color, just has that little chip on it. Look at that. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Why not? I'll be able to see a date on this. Something right there. Oh, I see the numbers. I just can't make it out again with my glasses on. You might be able to see that. Asbury Park, lip chip. I haven't been here in a while, and just a quick back history of this place. When I first found this place, what intrigued me so much were the bottles that were stuck in this muck. Now that was about 15 years ago, and it was never like the first time I came, where there were bottles like this everywhere. I'm saying that because this is the first time I've seen a bottle come up here. I'm not really sure how old it is. I'm loving the fact that I found one here today. This feels like it's got a little bit of a punch to it. I don't see any initial embossing. It may not be super old, but oh no, hold your horses. All right, I like the top of that. It's in good shape. There's no cracks, no chips. I wish there was some marking on it, but this is going to go probably early 1900s line, maybe a little shorter, resembling more of a beer bottle. No markings at the bottom, but I like it. I like it a lot. It's a pretty little green. All right, maybe there's some bubbles in there. There's one right there, yeah. Probably say 1910. That's a 150-year-old bottle. Maybe there's more. Again, what we have here is a nice little wash. You can see some hardware coming out. It's probably was an old do-it-yourself anchor for a boat. Got all these stones coming through. I'm trying to keep you out of the wind. Although the wind is good for me to push the tide out, and it's not great for making videos. Old Faithful, the fishing weight. When I have a bottle day, I usually have a bottle day. I saw this little top from afar, and my instinct was it is just the top of a bottle. So by chance, I had to double check it. I gave it a little tug, and it's definitely harder than I thought. There was more to this thing. Look at how this thing's buried in the mud. I might get lucky with this one. Uh-oh. On second thought, that gave him a little too much. Is there anything left to you? I don't like the crunchy sounds. Oh, no. It's going to be broken. Or it's just a top part. Look at this thing. The rest of you isn't down there, is it? That would have had some history to it. Oh, okay. It's a glide top. Yeah, look at the color on this thing. That would have went into the 1800s. I'm hoping the rest of it isn't there. I didn't bust it. It would have already been cracked. But look at the swirl marks and the bubbles on this. That would have brought us back. Rats. Well, my first instinct was correct. Well, you know I had to see if the rest was there. And as you can see, it was probably buried for a while. And the cracks came from the change in temperature from winter to summer. So we've got, I think, all the pieces here. I might bring it back just to glue it back together for the hell of it. Why not? We have a little collection here. I thought I might show you how this comes up again. See the copper pieces collecting in here right in the edge. I've said this 1,000 times before, you do have to get down low and check these places out, because you never know what's hiding in this little collection. There had to be a slim chance that I wasn't going to find an old bottle in here. I think I just did. Yep. I think that's a Borden's milk. This might be old too, but it's broken. That would have been cool. The design on that. Might take that too.